What I'm going to be sharing with you is the exact same model, the step-by-step strategy which I use to be able to launch my own online business, a design agency in 2024 and get my first client in the first week of launch. Hello, what's up guys? My name is Sia and on this channel I create content related to learning digital skills and how to monetize the skills. And trust me, everything I'm going to be sharing with you inside of this video is based on my own opinion, what is working for me. So all you need to do is sit back, get your pen and paper, plug in and play. Mix around, play around with you to be able to get exactly what you want, customized for your own business. In my own case here, I'm talking about a design agency, and everything I'm working here is going to actually synchronize with any kind of business which you want to launch online. And trust me, everything I'm going to be sharing with you here is complete truth, no BS. And the best way is the 4 working strategies which I've actually found and from my research online to work for many people to launch their business online is divided into the infrastructure, the offer, the website, and the fuel. When you're talking about running a business online, you need to have an infrastructure. The working infrastructure, you need to have an offer, and this offer is different from your service. I'm going to talk about that. And you need to have a website, which is also opinion-based. Some people say they don't need a website. Some say they need a website. I'm going to talk about that. And the most important part, you need a fuel. This fuel is going to help you to keep your business running. So let's get into the first part of this 4-part structure, which is called the infrastructure. So what does the infrastructure has to do? You have to actually know how you manage your billing, the support, the fulfillment, marketing, the maintenance, and hiring or automation if necessary. The first part is billing. If you're in Cameroon like me, if you're in Africa, you have to know that billing is always a very complex task when you have to deal with things online. You have to know how you're going to be able to accept payments, give the invoices, and just manage general transactions for your business online. You have to know how you're going to work around your PayPal setup, and if you're using Payoneer, your bank account, and all of that is very, very crucial. Those in the western part of the world, this can kind of be very easy with you. You set up your Stripe and be able to plug it into your website or any way that you want to do. But if you're in Africa, if you're in Cameroon in particular, please don't start or launch your business if you have not actually set up how you are going to manage your billing. And if you have already understood exactly how you are going to manage your billing, the next important part for any business which you are launching online is support. Given that I'm running a business that is based on the service which I'm offering, I have to have constant communication with the person I'm working with, which applies to every business that runs online. Trust me, guys, one of the most important ways to build confidence and trust with your client is constantly giving them feedback and updates on how the project is running. And you have to actually know this, especially when you're launching your business as a solo or just you with few people. You have to understand that the response and the information that you give back to your client in the form of support and just guide, it is very, very, very crucial. So once you have known how to manage your billing, your support, you have to understand how the fulfillment is going to be handled. Are you a UX designer? Are you a Shopify store owner? Are you just someone who is promoting your own physical product online? How is the fulfillment going to be done? Do you need a delivery agent who will give it? Do you need another third-party system to go do the delivery? You actually need to manage a design by yourself, go into Figma, go into Adobe Illustrator and get a design done to be able to satisfy your clients. You have to set this up and you have to be fully aware of how it is done. The next part of the infrastructure, which is also very important, is marketing. A lot of people have their opinions about this. A lot of people say different things about this, but trust me, if you have actually decided as yourself to become a solopreneur and entrepreneur, launch your business online, there's no one that can market your product or service more than you. Except that I don't understand how it's going. Some people, they're going to tell you that you should go hire someone or pay someone to do the marketing for your business. In some cases, it might work. But in 80% to 90% of the cases which I've seen and people who have learned from online, when you're starting your business, especially at the beginning stage like where I am right now, you are the best person to talk about your product. Like right now, I'm telling you that I believe I can handle any project. I know that I can handle any project when it comes to designing and delivering services, websites, and UX, and generally everything that has to do with design when it comes to my field. Also, you have to know that if you have to hire someone who is going to get the job done for you, you have to be finding someone who is actually passionate and empathetic about whatever you're doing, because if there's no empathy, the person cannot actually build that connection between you and your customer. That eyeball to eyeball looking that you tell someone confidently that this is the best service for them, this is the best product for them, and why it's important. It's only you and you alone that can do it. But if you think about outsourcing to hire someone to get this job done for you, good or fine, get the right person, but make sure this is actually put in place before you are launching your business. Next part, which I'm going to be talking about from the infrastructure, is maintenance. How do you keep your business well structured and well organized? You have to know how to maintain, be it that you are paying clients, be it that you have to pay for subscription for plugins, be it that you have to pay the third-party software that you are using, or just anything that you are using to run your business online. You have to be aware that it's going to be maintenance, which is a very crucial part for you to keep your business fit. So you have to set this up, make sure it's working before you think about launching a business. And the last part about the infrastructure is called hiring and automation. There's a lot of debate, a lot of discussions that are going on online all the time in different communities, different groups, and different platforms about hiring when you are launching your business. Trust me, guys, there's no BS. What I'm telling you here is when you're starting your own business as a solo, someone who's offering a service, especially when you have left from becoming a freelancer, which you are still a freelancer, like my own case, it is always very important that hiring should be kept on the whole. I'm going to be telling you how to hire. Hiring should be kept on the whole. This is the reason. Having to manage your own business as a solo, to be able to manage the invoicing, the billing, the support, the delivery is very, very complex. Trust me, guys, it's not easy. And that's why you have to actually set up this infrastructure to be able to know how everything is done, to know if you're going to need to hire a third party or not. And in my own cases, there are certain tasks that you can be able to outsource and get someone to be a teammate or a team member. But the most important way and the best strategy which I've found to be able to work with someone as a team member is based on contract or freelance base. So like weeks ago, I was working on a design task. So I actually got a couple clients weeks ago, and I was also writing my exams. It was kind of very tight for me. I was not able to get all of this done. And in my own case, one of the most important things I'm going to talk about when I'm going to offer is the time. I always love to deliver to my clients on time. I prioritize those who have actually paid for what you want and those who are really serious about getting it. Because, some people just want you to do some free work, some kind of stuff. But when you have actually paid for your service and you have understood what you want, and I'm actually accepted, once I have accepted to do it, well, I always want to deliver on time. So this work was so much for me. So I actually called on one of my friends who actually also does design. Is not really very good, but I say, hey man, can you get this done for me? I need this done this day. He does not have a lot of work. He has a lot of free time. He was able to concentrate, do the design, send it to me. I did some changes, do some tweaks, put it to look like me, and I deliver to the client. And that is the best way. I give him a percentage and I keep a small percentage of it. Trust me, I know you're not going to get a lot of money from this particular delivery, but you have actually kept a client and you have actually given him a very good image instead of accepting the order and not delivering. That's important and one of the best ways you can actually outsource, hire people. So based on the client, based on the project, based on the contract, you can actually set up with someone so that once that project is done, the contract is terminated and you can go on as a solo agency owner. That is the best way that I've found to be able to hire. And I want to get your opinion in the comment section. Please tell me what you think about hiring at the start of your agency. Next part about this 4-step structure for starting your business and launching online is the offer. No BS. You need to take note about this. Your offer is completely different from your service. When we're talking about the service here, I'm going to talk about, for example, a web design service, what I'm offering, a design service. A lot of people, thousands, maybe even millions of people are offering this service on the internet. When you have your target audience, you need to know that your offer is how you deliver this service. How do you actually package this to look like something that you want people to pay for? That is it. That's what makes you stand out. And it's important that you need to make your offer very fast, unique, cheap, and just the best. You don't need to be doubting about what you're doing. That's what I'm going to talk about in the next part, which is also learning. For me to be able to have this success getting client in the first week of launch, because I have actually mastered the crafts. I confidently tell you that, hey man, I know how to do this. Definitely, I'm going to do it perfectly well. So if you have actually known how to make your offer look unique, when you package the services, what other extra services you bundle into a package for someone to pay for, when you know how to put this together, definitely that's the offer that is going to cause people to take action. It's going to cause people to pay and trust you. So you need to make your offer to look unique and you need to make your offer to stand out. And know that this offer is not your service. Your service is just what you offer. Yeah, I'm a designer. That's the service I offer. I offer design services. So what is the offer? What is my offer? What is the offer that I'm packaging for clients to pay for? It's very important that you set this up and know how it's actually looking, making it unique, and make sure that you deliver on time, as that's what's going to give that trust and confidence in you. And the next part of this structure is a website. No argument here. You need a website. A lot of people have their own opinions on this, that you don't need a website or you don't have to do this. But in my own case, I need a website. I'm going to tell you exactly why I need a website. Having to manage clients, constantly responding to the same message to new and different people is boring and so tiring. Listen to me, guys. The most important reason for you to have a website is for you to put all your information there. Put it in a step-by-step manner, well structured, so that when someone lands or contacts you or gets to your website, they can be able to understand you, what you have done, how you do it, and the previous works that you have been able to do and what customers think about it. That's why you have the homepage, maybe an about section. You can have our works page, a services page. From your website, someone can be able to just go through and know if you are the right fit for that project. This is very important so that 80% of those who are going to contact you after visiting your website, those people are already 80 to 90% into becoming your client. You get to them on a call, you're already sure that this person is already interested in your work. They have seen your work, they have seen the organization, the step-by-step process we do. They are already interested in it, and definitely they're going to pay you instead of just leaving it open. And for some people, this is another message that people do. For some people, it works for them, but in my own case, some people will say that you should not put your price on the website. To me, that's not the way. Because when you don't put your prices, especially when you are beginning, you are going to get a lot of people who are going to contact you who will not want to pay you for a standard price. For me, I have packages ranging, I'm in Cameroon, package ranging from 100K and above. Someone is going to contact you with 25,000. That is not even enough to pay for your hosting, and someone wants to do a service for them. You're going to be responding, explaining, repeating all of that. But once your website is well structured, once you have actually built your landing page perfectly well, the landing page, this website which I'm talking about here is the landing page. You're going to discover that 70 to 80% of people who are going to meet you, are going to contact you from this landing page, from your website, are going to turn into clients very easily. And you're going to save your stress of responding and explaining the same thing to people over and over. So you have to make sure that your website has a clear call to action. Go check our site programs. Obviously, the biggest button on that website is to access your brand. So you can actually access your brand, know what if you are beginning, wherever the stage you are in the process, all of that information. So that when someone goes through that 5-step assessment process, you already know where they are. And when you get that information from the assessment, you know what to ask them on the boarding call, and you know how to communicate to them to give them just the best experiences. You already know their pain points and their worries. It helps you to empathize. So guys, go check out my website. If you need a designer to handle your project, the bad but you know. So the next part which I'm going to be talking about is the fuel. Don't go start a business that you don't give fuel. This fuel is very, very important. So the fuel I'm talking about here, I'm not going to tell you to go to the station. This is exactly what is going to keep your business running on the internet. I don't want to start a business that the next day I don't have energy to work, or I don't have money to pay for subscription, or I don't have money to pay my clients and my workers, or I don't have money to just do what I have to. You know, generally I'm talking about money, but money is generally just the energy and everything you're putting. Time is money, guys. So you have to know that you have to prioritize making sales every single day. To me, when I wake up from bed, like, this is my business, right? I'm going to tell you guys in another video how I manage business at school. Do I have school to go to? But another yes, even if I'm going to school today or anything I'm doing, for those who are not going to, those who are completely out of school, you have to know that every single day you have to prioritize making sales. Be it you adding a promotion, be it you uplifting the work that you are doing, be it you just getting to reach out to people. You have to know that sales is the only way you make money from a business. If you are not selling a service or a product, I don't know how you're going to make money. Like, it's crazy. Maybe you guys tell me in the comment section another way to make money out of making sales. And this money that comes from sales is going to be the superpower for you to keep your business running from now till wherever you have to go to. So you have to understand how to find clients, how to keep those clients, and how to actually make those clients feel good. And trust me, guys, you have to know that at some point you have to give a lot of stuff for free and start the implementation. And all of this is a 4-part infrastructure which Cyril used to be able to launch his business and get a client that paid him 6 figures. Like, it's crazy, man. So I'm so happy for myself. Like, at the beginner level of me launching my agency, I'm able to get that amount of money. And I'm so interested in sharing my journey with you. So if you're interested in getting more videos like this, I'm going to tell you how I'm able to get my clients, how I'm going to keep them, how I'm able to actually run, and the difficulties I'm facing, so that if you're also starting out, we can become friends and learn from each other. So guys, this is the video for today. See you in another one tomorrow. My name is Cyril, and this is Side Program. Ciao! Let go! You hear me, bro? You see that record?